Look, I think we have to change our law on the waterboarding thing. He may be talking, but he'll talk a lot faster with the torture. If he would have talked, you might not have had to blow up all these people dead and all these people horribly wounded, because he probably knew about it. I would be willing to bet that he knew about this bombing that took place today.
Stephen Miller is a senior policy advisor to Donald Trump. He's here with me right now. Does he want to revise his comments, not only supporting waterboarding, but supporting torture, which goes against U.S. law right now and goes against international treaty obligations that the United States has?
Well, he's made very clear that whatever enhanced interrogation techniques we would use would be consistent with U.S. law and international treaties.
Because international treaties ban torture.
And if we have to revise our treaty obligations or our laws, we'll go through the legal process to do that.
So he would go to revise the Geneva Conventions?
Not the Geneva Conventions, but if there's any agreement that we're in, or domestic law, that we need to revise, we will. But let's remember, waterboarding is already considered an improved enhanced interrogation technique.
It's been outlawed now here in the United States since it was used immediately after 9/11.
Right, but the point is that enhanced interrogation techniques like waterboarding have been proven to work, have been proven legal, have been proven safe, and have been proven to save lives.
So he would bring that back if he were president. He would try at least to get Congress to authorize it. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what he said, yes.
The President of the United States, he defended his strategy for fighting ISIS earlier today at a news conference in Argentina. Listen to what he said.
We are approaching this in a way that has a chance of working, and it will work. And we're not going to do things that are counterproductive simply because it's political season. We're going to be steady, we're going to be resolute, and ultimately we're going to be successful.
I want you to react on behalf of the Trump campaign to what the President said.
The President's policy on terrorism has been fundamentally misguided because he refuses to acknowledge the threat as radical Islam, but secondly, he refuses to change our immigration policy to prevent the importation of a terrorism threat. One of the things that
he's authorized more targeted killings of terrorists during his 7 years than the Bush administration did during its 8 years. He's still going after terrorists, and he's authorizing drones and
he's fighting
planes with pilots to go out there and kill people.
He's launching some strikes in the Middle East, while at the same time giving visas to terrorists to come right into our doorstep.
What do you mean, visas to terrorists? What terrorist has been given a visa?
Well, I'll give you a good example.
Yeah.
We had the San Bernardino shooting. Tafshin Malik was here on a visa.
She wasn't a terrorist when she came to the United States.
That's the whole point. That is the whole point. Is that you have individuals, now in her case she was saying radical things on...
She was getting married to an American citizen.
Well, the child of Pakistani migrants. The Syed Farouk was the child of Pakistani migrants, all here through the visa program. On the immigration subcommittee, we found dozens of examples, Wolf, in just the last year of individuals here on visas who were involved in terrorism. We've seen with the Chattanooga shooting in Tennessee, a Kuwaiti migrant. We've seen Somali refugees joining ISIS in droves, so across the country.
There may be individuals who slip through the process, but no one who is a known terrorist gets a visa to come to the United States. If anything, the President would authorize a targeted assassination of that terrorist.
Well, again, with Tafshin Malik, she had been radicalized before her entrance into the United States. But we find many individuals who support extremist ideology are getting visas by the thousands. I mean, you have large numbers of people in the United States who subscribe to Sharia law, and a subset of that is a very high-risk population for radicalization. And the question we have to ask ourselves, soberly, carefully, thoughtfully, is should we give visas to people who have anti-Semitic views, who have anti-Christian views, who have hatred towards moderates, hatred towards the secular Muslims, and hatred towards the United States? How is that in our interest? And Mr. Trump says it's not.
Well, he wants to have a temporary ban on all Muslims coming into the United States.
Until we can develop a security protocol
he reiterated that
works.
This week. We'll continue this conversation. I'm sure it's going to generate some commotion out there. Thanks very much,
Stephen
Miller, for joining us. That's it for me. I'll be back 5 p.m. Eastern in The Situation. The news